prayed and asked, God, if you still love me, please open the door for me. So after my university graduation, I remember there was a time when I was pretty lost. My graduate result wasn't too well. The job that I had secured was gone because I couldn't achieve the result that they wanted. I don't know where to go next. So I've decided to go to Edinburgh to study my master's degree. And there I was, still feeling lost, no faith, don't know what I am about to do as a Christian. So the time was pretty miserable. I remember there was one day that I felt really lonely, not that motivated, but I've decided to go online and search and see whether there is a church that I can go to near Edinburgh. So while I was searching, I didn't really have the right attitude. Inside me, there were a lot of negative feelings towards God. After all, I failed my uni, I didn't have the job that I wanted, I didn't know where to go. But you know, just finding a church can keep me busy on Sunday, and that would be good enough for me while I was at Edinburgh. And so, I managed to find a church. I managed to find one right at the centre of Edinburgh. On the Sunday, I decided to go to this church that I found. Well, unfortunately, God closed the door on me. By the time I arrived at the church, there was a notice saying that they were not there that day. They were having a service somewhere else, somewhere that I don't know. So, I felt really upset. I just thought, is God giving me a message saying that He doesn't want me in His house anymore? There was me being very depressed just outside that church. I remember trying to peek through and see whether there's anyone who can let me in, even if there's nothing going on. But not a sound, not a person. So I felt, maybe I should pray to God. So I prayed to God and asked Him, God, do you love me anymore? So I was praying and I asked, God, if you still love me, open this door for me so that I can go in. I kept on praying and I was walking around the church building. It was a pretty big church, so it's a long way to go actually. But the time was even slower than it usually is. And I remember just trotting along and keep praying. What if God doesn't want me anymore? What if the door is closed on me again? Am I just unwanted? I felt so scared. So I came back to the entrance and somebody was waiting for me right there at the door, and he said to me that the notice on the door was correct, but it's all finished and they are actually having a time of fellowship where there are a bunch of them just gathering in a room studying a book called Purpose-Driven Life. And they were quick to welcome me, and they were quick to get to know me, be friends with me, and my day changed there since then. I was warmly welcomed to join their fellowship, and I was quick to become part of their family. So it felt great. God had opened the door for me and introduced me to these people, and obviously kept me occupied on a Sunday while I'm studying on the weekdays. But as some of you know me quite well, I always want to take responsibilities the second I see opportunities come around. But there are often cases where I don't meet the standard. I'm not really up to it. I don't have the ability, but I will still throw myself in. So on my second week going to that church, I was quick to offer to help out, be it tea and coffee, be it actually the fellowship where they tend to take turns to lead the Purpose-Driven Life sessions. But one of the pastors stopped me. I remember she said to me, "You're not ready yet. You need to give God the space and room to slowly work inside me, to restore me, to take those negative feelings away, and to give me the joy of being a Christian again." before I can start serving others. So to me, it felt like, hang on, has God closed the door on me again? But luckily, I managed to stop myself thinking that way. So I stopped offering myself. I just tried and enjoy being nurtured by God and being around other Christians and share the happiness and share the fellowship between each other. The pastor helped me to understand that faith is not proven by work. It felt a great relief that I didn't need to prove myself through work that God loves me. So I really thank God for His continual guidance. Even after I've graduated and now that I'm at work, I can still sense and feel that God is there for me and He has plans for me. And that's why even when opportunities are gone, even when things are not going my way, I know that God has closed that door for a very good reason. Perhaps I'm not ready, or perhaps I'm not right for it, or perhaps the way is not right for me. I'm even more thankful when God opens the door for me, knowing that going through those doors, God will continue to be there and bless me along the way. And I'm just so happy because I know that God is going to be there for the rest of my life, continuing to open and close the door as I walk the way towards Him and live a full life.